Today we're going to pop into Dollarama. I want to check out and see what they have, show you what you can find inside, and then afterwards we'll do a little DIYing. Love these cheese boards. You can do so many DIYs with them. I will link a few of my DIY videos that I've used them in below. Dollarama has tons of shelf liners in all different types of woods, textures, colors. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to this. Another thing that Dollarama does really well is their organizational systems. So these would be perfect in a craft room if you wanted to separate papers, hang them from shelves. There's just tons of great ideas, including these gorgeous bamboo organizational units. I could absolutely see these in a craft room to store your supplies, yarn, vinyl. They're attractive and practical. You can also find tons of cleaning supplies at Dollarama. I like to get a bunch of these different cleaning supplies to keep in my craft room. Now, I don't really need broom handles for my craft room, but these do come in handy for DIYs, and I am loving these faux wood looking ones. These would be great for making signs. Now, one thing that I don't think is worth it at Dollarama are these cloth cube bins that you can really get better quality at IKEA, and I just find these to be flimsy and the color's cheesy. If you're looking for larger plant pots, Dollarama is the dollar store to go to. Skip Dollar Tree, their pots are always so small, whereas Dollarama has quite substantial pots that are very stylish and practical. Same with picture frames. You cannot find these quality or size of picture frames at Dollar Tree. So if you have a Dollarama near you and you're searching for picture frames, that is the place to go. They also have a ton of different types of ribbons and yarns, certainly worth checking out. Sometimes you can find some really nice stylish ones that you would pay a whole lot more for at Michael's. One of Dollarama's fabulous bargains are these craft paper packets. I have purchased several of these. They are so pretty, they have such nice prints, and you are definitely going to pay a whole lot more for these at a craft store. And in fact, we're going to pick up a packet of these because we're going to DIY with it at the end. Also have some of the best organizational containers that you can get to organize your craft supplies. They come in several different sizes, several different options, and are just ideal for all of your craft storage needs. Okay, there's only one left, but I had to share this. I love this decorative burlap ribbon and DIY with it all the time. Oh, and here's another one of my go-tos at Dollarama, and that's their floral foam. They come in both these brick-shaped sized and they also come in this round shape. Now, you can find wreath forms for a little less at Dollar Tree, but you can't always find the sizes that you can find at Dollarama. So if you're looking for a larger size or a grapevine wreath, Dollarama is the place to check out. You can also find tons of vase fillers, river rocks, seashells, all perfect for decorating and DIYing with. Now, one thing that you can get at Dollarama that you can also get at Dollar Tree for a little bit less is their moss. Now, sometimes the quality is a bit better at Dollarama, so shop carefully, but I would pay attention to the price and decide what is the better option for you. And I'm going to pick up some today because we're going to DIY with it later on. They also offer a ton of different twines, ropes. They come in varying sizes, widths, and really they do have a great selection for this. This is $5 for this huge packet of thick twine rope. I don't know, I think that's worth it. They also carry a lot of different burlaps. This rope is particularly thick. There's just so many different DIYs that you can do with these things all year long. They also have an extensive selection of paintbrushes. They used to have these fabulous stenciling paintbrushes. I've been looking for them forever. I don't know if they discontinued them, but you can get tons of acrylic paint as well as the paintbrushes in all varying types of colors. These ones here are some of my favorite paintbrushes, and the ones beside them that are really long, I find those work really well as well. Before heading to Michael's to spend more than you need to, if you're on the hunt for some sparkles, Dollarama is the place to go first. They have tons of colors, tons of different sizes, definitely worth checking out before you pay more than you need to. Okay, another thing that Dollarama does way better than the other stores is their paint canvases. You can get all different sizes, super small to quite large. The prices are incredibly reasonable and the quality is definitely decent. You can also find tons of different wood pieces that you can buy to DIY with, and we're actually going to pick up these boards. I think these look great. We're going to DIY with these at the end. They also have these wood canvases in small, medium, and large. In fact, they've come out with an extra large size that is really impressive, and for this price, definitely worth it. I have made several DIYs with these. They are so easy to work with, and the quality can't be beat. If you're looking for a quick and inexpensive way to decorate your kids' room, Dollarama has these dinosaur and also safari animals and farm animal plastic toys. You can easily spray paint and then use to decorate your kids' room, making shelving decor, wall decor. You could even glue some onto pieces of wood and use those as book stoppers. Another thing Dollarama does really well are their faux florals. Now, they don't tend to have the selection that Dollar Tree does, but I do find that their faux florals just look more realistic than those that you can get at Dollar Tree. Sometimes they even rival those at Michael's, but cost a whole lot less. The same can be said for their succulent selection. Their succulents just look a lot more realistic than those you find at Dollar Tree, and their prices tend to be pretty good. Now, one area that Dollarama is trying to improve on, but could still use a little bit of work, is their candle selection. Now, they have come out with these larger candles. They do look like something you might find at Marshall's, but again, but honestly, I would just maybe spend that little bit more for those higher quality candles. That's just my opinion. You might be perfectly happy with these and the price. These are a Dollarama staple that are totally worth it. I did a ornament DIY with these. I will link above. I am going to grab one of these because we're going to DIY with it. I'm also going to grab one of these mirrors while we're at it. I think that I can make this ornate mirror look really cool and antique-y and for very little money. So we're going to take this home to DIY as well. I also love their selection of peel and stick tiles. These faux marble ones are great. In fact, I have a few at home. They're really easy to DIY with, definitely worth the money. As are these long strips of faux wood. These are perfect for making faux crates, and I'm sorry, I'm not usually one for wall stickers, but these are super cute. Tell me, what do you think? Do you like these? Would you buy these? Would you put these in your bedroom? They also have a fabulous collection of canisters. They are so chic, stylish. I love their bamboo handles. They also come with all of these tin buckets that are perfect for DIYing. I love these buckets with the fleur on the front. I just think they are so pretty, as are all their wooden storage containers and these metal baskets. I love these black metal baskets with the cloth lining that can be removed. I've also purchased and DIY'd a couple of these wicker baskets, but I'm not really loving these square ones. They seem really flimsy. I think I would splurge a little bit more at some place like Marshall's and buy something of better quality. Same with these cloth woven baskets. I find the handles here to be quite flimsy and cheap. It just doesn't seem like it's that great quality. It's not that sturdy. I would go to IKEA, pay a little bit more, and get something that you really like. However, these cloth baskets are styling. Their containers with bamboo lids are an ideal way for storing your supplies. You can see exactly what's inside, and those lids just will make your whole craft room look very stylish and put together, and the price is definitely better than something you're going to find at any other store. My one major complaint about Dollarama is that they always seem to come in really late with the seasons. It's almost the end of January, and this is what they have out for Easter and Valentine's. As a creator, this makes it a little bit challenging to get those DIYs done ahead of time and doesn't really leave much room for other DIYers who want to get things done for the season. So really, Dollarama, you could pick up your game with this one just a little bit. If you're wanting stylish dishware for your home, Dollarama is also another great place to check out for that. They have these gorgeous mugs. Some of them are even handcrafted, which for this price is amazing. Basically, whatever style you have for your home, you're gonna find a look that you're gonna like in their dishware. Like I said before, they do canisters the right way, and these giant glass canisters would be perfect in a kitchen or on a treat table, as a cookie jar. So many great ideas. And these glass containers with the bamboo lids that come in varying sizes are the perfect way to organize your pantry. Always make sure that you take a little bit of time to check out their tea towel selection. Now, sometimes they're not that great, but sometimes you can find a gem like these Cuisinart tea towels. This is a find. Again, they have an amazing selection of organizational bins. I just absolutely love this look. It's almost like it's knitted. And at Dollarama, even though you can find tons of organizational containers at Dollar Tree, at Dollarama you can find ones that are really large, and they just tend to have more of a varied selection. They also have these clear containers that I've seen similar ones at Costco for a lot more. This material is quite thick, the quality is really good, and it's perfect for organizing your craft supplies, your toiletry supplies, or even in your fridge. I'm also going to stop and grab a couple of these clear trays. They have a wonderful selection of serving trays. Before we head to the checkout and then home to DIY with the supplies that we picked today, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you that Dollarama also has all of the painting supplies and tools that you could possibly need to do any type of DIY for any skill level. I'm back home and I found some really cool things, and I thought that before we got started on the DIYs, I'd show you a few of them. Paintbrush. I love these white paintbrushes. I'm not starting with the exciting stuff, am I? Okay, it'll get better, I promise. Not yet. It's not going to get better yet. Dish towel. They had Cuisinart dish towel, and these, I'm just going to use these as dish towels, but really you could turn these into carrots for Easter. You could use these to make wall art. You could even turn these into pillows. There are so many things you can do with these. They're so soft, and really they're nice and thick. The quality is quite nice and thick. I like them. I did pick up this ornate mirror. We're going to do something quick and easy with this. I also could not pass up this really rustic wood frame. Just when you're shopping for them, make sure that you get one that like flat. Some of them were really indented. This one, this is the flattest one I could get, and even this one isn't quite perfect, but it will work for what we're gonna do. I picked up this pad of paper. I have a ton of these. I think this is like my 5th, maybe 6th, but I couldn't pass this up, especially because I love the fleur de lis. So pretty. So we're going to do something with that. I bought these. This is actually for a spring hack video that I'm going to be putting out in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. In my Christmas video, I used smaller versions of this to make ornaments that are stunning. They're beautiful. And so when I saw this big one for $5, I thought it was worth it. You're going to pay a lot more than $5 somewhere else. First Dollarama DIY, we're going to use that glass terrarium, and we're going to add to that a bit of that Dollarama moss and a few succulents. You're going to start by putting a generous handful of that moss on the bottom of the glass terrarium. Then you're going to add a couple of the succulents, poking that into the moss so that it stays in place. Voila, you have yourself a beautiful and simple decor piece for very little money. For this next DIY, we're just going to take some of that craft paper and a bunny cutout that I printed and then cut out onto cardstock for another DIY that will show up later on in a video. And I'm just going to use that to outline onto the piece of paper, and then I'm going to cut out that bunny. Once you have your bunny shape cut out, next you're going to want to go in with double-sided tape and just apply some to the back of the bunny. Press the bunny into the center of your wood piece that we bought from Dollarama, and there you have it. Now, I'm not actually going to use this wood piece indefinitely like this, but for now it works just fine. And for this last Dollarama DIY, we're just gonna give this mirror a complete painting over with some white chalk paint. We're gonna do 2 coats, letting that dry overnight in between. And then I'm just gonna go in with a bit of an antiquing wax to make those embellishments pop. And there you have it, a beautiful solution to an inexpensive item from the dollar store.
Well, that's it for today's Dollarama DIYs. If you enjoyed that, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you hit the notification bell, it'll let you know the next time I upload. Oh, and you might enjoy these.